And even though Brandish and I did get away with more than they did, I wasn't mad, because there's times that they blamed things on me and I'd get severely punished in horrific ways. Like, he used to go out in the back and like take a switch off of the tree. He had a switch, a paddle, and a belt. The paddle was his favorite. The paddle had like brush tips on one side and a flat, it was a wooden flat in the back, other side of it. And no matter what I chose, because he would make me choose which one to hit me with sometimes, he'd still choose the paddle. Depending on the day, he liked to use the belt because it wrapped around my leg when he whipped me with it, and it just feel like he had fun with it. I'm sure I have a lot of, I don't know, I haven't, I'm almost afraid to look at my MRI and stuff on my head, but even just the jaw, he used to knock me in the back of the head with his class rings, like in the specific spot that I actually have, it feels like scar tissue built up on it. I can still feel it. But if I did something, like if I were at a family reunion and he couldn't really hit me out in public, it was a quick knock in the back of the head. And he had this huge class ring, man. He kept on his middle knuckle. Whew. Doesn't feel good. And then I think he knew that it started building calluses, so he tried to relocate in different spots, and that's what doesn't feel good at all. Like when you don't feel it after a while and you feel it in a different spot where he knocked you, whew, does not feel good. But and I'm not saying all this to be that person, to be the victim. I'm saying there are people out there like that. They get their jollies off of making everybody else suffer. I could be mad at my mom and him. I resent him. I resent my mother. There's a lot of things that could have been prevented. But I'm more concerned about myself now. I'm older. I'm away from all that, first of all. I don't have to deal with, we called him stupid. Stupid 1 and stupid 2 was my dad, I think. I can't remember. But he was just the most messed up person in the most messed up way. And I can tell you some horror stories of stuff that sticks in my head. But maybe I should do it for another time, you know? Because I'm already like on my 5th video here, and I haven't done a video in a while, so I figure I might as well upload these 5, maybe one more, I haven't decided. And sorry, I keep going in the back of my head. It's hard for me to talk about it because I feel like it happened yesterday, even though I'm older and stuff, so it's really hard to explain. So it's a little bit rough for me, but it feels good to get it out and to share. There are going to be people that had it way worse than I was, and that's fine. There are people that are scared, and that's fine too. There's religions people lean on, that's fine. I don't judge other people, so leave me alone. Why make yourself known or part of my life when you haven't been part of any part of my life to see what was going on? Don't be so quick to judge. You don't know what someone else is going through. I've been searching for the longest time for someone to actually love and care. I know it sounds pathetic, but love and care the way I could love and care back. And I honestly, I would go broke and buy I've thrown birthdays that are like way over my budget just to make sure the other person was happy, and still stuff got sent to collections because I couldn't pay it off. But as long as I had an awesome birthday, I didn't care. And that's not a good, healthy way to think about it, but it brought joy to me. And I was there, there was a limo, friends, all the seats were taken. It's for one of the first times I tried to be social, just didn't work out. Another situation that we can talk about another time, but it's just, I would give my shirt off my back before anybody else would have to. And I wouldn't even think twice about it. It's just how I am. But it just seems like everybody, I don't know why people would be scared of that unless they have something to hide themselves. I'm starting to learn that if you just be yourself and you do what you think is right in your perception, if it seems like something that would be, or your perspective, if it seems right, then do it. If it doesn't, then don't. If you have to ask, should I be doing this, or what do you think, then don't do it. Simple as that. But anyways, I don't want to keep too far off track. We only have like 5 more minutes on this one. I think I'll save some more for a different day. Long story short, I had to run away when they took me away from my Aunt Carrie, because the only thing I was hearing was people screaming at me, and then I had to pack all my stuff and go, and I had just got off the bus from school, and I had no clue what was going on. I just knew my grandparents were there, and they were trying to take me away from where I was happy. I had my own cell phone for once. Like, she let me pick my Aunt Carrie let me pick my own cell phone, blah, blah, blah. So I slid out my bedroom window, and I ran and never looked back. I remember hearing my grandma like, "Where are you going?" The hell away from you. That's for sure. Y'all are crazy. But ever since I jumped out of that window, it was nonstop. Even before that was nonstop, but like, I had no stable place to go. I had asked for help multiple times for so many people. Nobody cared. And that's fine too. That's the past, right? But it's hard for me to trust people, especially when it comes to people that have that authority or power above me, like foster care. That didn't work out the way it was supposed to. Why was I still with the person that was? How did he get custody of me? We ran away from him for a reason in the first place. Like, it's hard to believe in a system that failed me so many times, even as a kid. But what can we do but learn from here? Like, today I went to my therapy appointment because I see 2 therapists. I see an EMDR therapist and I see a regular therapist. And I have a whole tote full of books downstairs that I collect all my things. Like, I went through the nursing program. I saved all my books. I'm going to take advice. Someone I hope cares about me the way I do. And I'm going to let other people read my material. I have all the stuff's updated. 2023, 2024 NANDA. Like, I have a diagnosis book. Well, I gave it to my therapist. I told her, I was like, hey, I have trusted you from the beginning. I figured maybe you would know what to do better with these. I was like, if you want to sell them, that's fine. I never was in this for the money. Those books are expensive and they're really nice, and it's pure knowledge. I only gave her a few of them because I have a huge tome. I was not lugging that up there. So, but she has a lot of my nursing books, my anatomy books. I have some psychology books, cultural books. Like, I want to help, but in exchange, I want to be left alone. And I don't think that's too much to ask for. I put my time in. I put taxes in. I worked every single day. I'm tired. My jaw hurts. Like, this thing's not attached. This is supposed to be attached in like a fossa, which is like a hole that it's supposed to sit in. It's like outside of it. It hurts. People are like, massage it. What am I supposed to massage? It's flat and like, they say it's fragmented. It's been this way since I was younger. It's just got worse over the years. And like I grinded my teeth all these years. Pretty hardcore, like to where I could go through 1 or 2 mouth guards in a week. And I'm not even joking. Like, my teeth were pretty bad. Well, they still are, but now it's just I have to pay for it now. And like I said, I went this long trying to get my credit up. People were weighing me back on that, my jaw. The jobs that I did were hefty. Like, I was working in the medical field, so I was lifting people, doing this and that. This whole side of my body just hurts. I don't know what people want from me anymore, other than the fact that I know what I want, and that is I want to be with the person I love. I want to be happy for once and know what that feels like. I'm starting to know what it feels like, but I want more. It's like you get a little hint of it, and it's like, oh. But yeah, maybe I will do one more video. Let me do one more. Hold on.